Today we're looking at the TASER M26C, sold by Elite Asset Protection. It's got a good feel to it. It's hefty, it feels sturdy, feels good in your hands. It doesn't feel cheap, feels well made and designed. So first let's take a general look at the features of the device. We look at it here and it's got a laser on the front. It's got 2 electrodes. This is for the direct stun mode, for pressing against an assailant. It has a safety switch over here on the side, and the safety switch is also on the right and left, so it operates at the same time. What you do is you flip it up. This will be in fire mode. You can think as the safety switch points forward, that electrodes will shoot out. And we flip it down, the safety is on, and it will not fire in this mode. Back here is a data port. This pulls out so that you can download data about when the taser was fired. And last, we've got the battery compartment on the bottom. So we'll go ahead and take a look at setting up the taser for your first time use. First thing you want to do is you want to open the battery compartment on the bottom. To do this, there's a small pin, a metal pin on the bottom. You can just use a regular ballpoint pin to depress it. When you depress the pin, then you want to slide this out at the same time. So release a cartridge, which holds 8 AA batteries. So we're going to go over loading up the battery cable with the AA batteries. TASER does recommended use of Duracell Ultra Alkaline batteries or Energizer Nickel Metal Hydride rechargeables. We've got regular Energizer AA's here. They seem to work okay. So what we want to do is make sure the diagrams match up our batteries in here. General battery terminology, you always want positive and negative. So our first load here, positive and negative in that direction. Second load here, we've got a diagram showing both batteries pointing to the left, the positive to the left. Load those up. Our battery case is loaded and ready to go. Now we've got our battery case loaded. From here on out, we're going to take extra precaution and treat this as a regular loaded weapon. So if you look down into the case, you can see 2 terminals at the bottom, and there's 2 terminals sticking out here on the top of the battery case. So you're going to make sure those match up with that. You really can't put it in indirectly. If you try to turn it around, it just won't go in. So there's a bar here. One thing you want to make sure is that, I suppose you could put it in upside down, but then it wouldn't operate. So these 2 terminals on the top here, they're going to go into the taser. So there's only one way that they'll go. Once you have the battery case loaded in, you're going to take the battery cover, simply press down on the battery case just a little bit, and slide your case right on so it locks into place. Once it's locked into place, it will not slide out. You now have a ready, live, active taser. If you want to check it, you can turn it from safety to fire. You notice a red blinking light on the back, and you'll also get your laser sight will become operational. Always keep it on safety. So TASER also recommends a spark test to be performed about every 6 months, somewhat like testing a smoke detector. You just want to make sure that the batteries are operational and that you get good spark, otherwise you might need to replace the batteries. So all to do that is you bring the safety switch to fire and press the switch. You'll see a spark test for 5 seconds. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at what that looks like here. Switch to fire. So a couple of things. We've got a flashing red light. We've got our laser sight that's activated. We're going to go ahead and press this. We're also going to test the theory of the discharge, of turning it off, how to turn it off mid-discharge. So press it again, test it. We flip it off to safety, that immediately turns it off. Next we're going to look at loading a cartridge. Most of the cartridge should come with some type of plastic cover. It'll say remove on it. They're a little interesting to take off. It takes a little practice. So basically what you want to do to remove the safety tab off the cartridge is to press on the sides. You want to make sure that this device always points down to. There is a rare chance that the cartridge could discharge. It takes an electrostatic discharge, but for some reason some of the static from you could potentially set it off. So you want to keep it always pointed away from you. Pull the tabs out. And work the cartridge up. Now you've got a cartridge that's ready to go. Again, you always want to keep these pointed away from you. We'll take a angled look at the trapdoors there. So you can put the cartridge in the taser either direction. It doesn't matter. Both ways work. So again, on your taser, you want to make sure you're in safety. So you do here, slide it into place. You get a click. There will be some spacing here on the edge. That's normal. And now it's ready to go. To remove the cartridge, you simply press on both sides. So there's a tab here and one here. Press, pull out, discharge.